Hello everyone, I am Priyanka Gohil and today we are going to continue our topic, that is structure and function of the cell organelles. Now before moving forward, please make sure that you have subscribed our channel. So in the previous video, we have seen the structure and function of peroxisome and cytoskeleton, and inside of it we have seen the microtubules and the microfilaments. Now today we are going to learn about the structure and function of centrioles, vacuole and the nucleus. So first we have the structure of centriole. So if we see the structure of centriole which are present inside the cell, so they are made up of triplet microtubules which are connected with each other through these connecting fibers. So these centrioles are in the cylindrical in shape and its length is 0.5 micrometer. Now they are present in all the animal cells just around its nucleus, and they does not have any membrane around it. And all the centrioles, they are made up of protein strands, which is called as the tubulin. Now these centrioles, they are made up of 9 sets of interconnected peripheral tubules, and each set they has 3 microtubules which are arranged at a definite angle so they can make a shape of cylinder. Now it has its own DNA and RNA, so they are self-duplicating. And 2 centrioles, when they are oriented at a right angle, they form centrosome. Now we have the functions of centriole. So they are an important part of cell division, and they are seen in the both the process, that is meiosis and mitosis, which are steps of the cell division process. And they are also helping in the formation of cilia and flagella, and they helps in the organization and alignment of the microtubules within the cell. Now we have the structure of vacuole. So this vacuole, they are freely moving into the cytoplasm. It is a tiny fluid filled sac-like structure. These two are the vacuoles. Now these vacuoles, they are a membrane enclosed fluid filled sac, and it is present in both the animal and the plant cell, including the fungi. Now they contain organic and inorganic molecules inside of it, and they do not have any particular size or shape, but they can adjust themselves according to the need of any particular cell. Now if we see the function of the vacuole, so they are helping in removing of waste product. They can isolate the substances which are harmful for the cell, and they can hold the water and waste product inside of it. So also they are helping into maintaining the internal pH and the hydrostatic pressure of any cell. Now they have major role in autophagy by maintaining the balance between biogenesis and the degeneration. Now we have a structure of nucleus. So in the structure of nucleus, on the outer side, here it is a double membrane. It is called as nuclear envelope or the nuclear membrane. Then on the surface of this envelope, there are certain pores which is called as the nuclear pore. Then inside of it, there is nucleolus in the center area, which is surrounded by the nucleoplasm. That means the fluid which is inside of the envelope. Now it is a specialized double membrane bound protoplasmic body which is present at the center of the cell. It is known as the cell's information center because it is containing the chromosomes inside of it. Now the double membrane around the nucleus is called nuclear membrane or the nuclear envelope, and it is made up of proteins and the lipids. Now it encloses the nucleus to keep it separate from the surrounding materials of the cell. And if we talk about the outer membrane of the envelope, so it is continuous with endoplasmic reticulum, and it is also having several large pores on the surface, which is called as the nuclear pore. Now these pores, they are helping in the transport of large molecules, small molecules, and the ions. Now there is a space between the double membrane of the nuclear membrane. Now this space is called as the perinuclear space, and within the nuclear membrane, there is a jelly-like substance which is called as the karyolymph or the nucleoplasm, which we have seen in the structure. Now within this, there is network of chromatin fibrils which is condensed to form chromosomes during the cell division. Now inside there is a nucleolus which is present within the nucleus. Now this nucleolus, it is not having any membrane around it, and it synthesis rRNA and also assembling them, and it helps in the regulation of synthetic activity of the nucleus. Now we have the function of the nucleus. So it controls hereditary characteristics of any organism, then protein synthesis, cell division, growth and differentiation, this all process, it occurs into the nucleus. Then it stores the hereditary material in the form of the DNA, and it is a site for transcription in the protein synthesis. Now it also helps in the synthesis of ribosome, and it regulates the heredity of the gene and the gene expression. So today we have discussed about the structure and function of the centrioles, vacuole and the nucleus. And by this we have completed the topic, that is structure and function of the cell organelles. Thank you so much everyone. Please like and share the topic. Please place your comment and also subscribe our channel if you have not done yet. See you soon with the next topic.